قصه ازی تو دخترکا مرا قدر جگرخون کرد کسایی که مرا تگ کردین یا درباره ازی گفتین گپ بزن امرتان شریک میسوزین یک کلپک در انگلیسی زمرو گوش کنین باز ما بخیر برتون کسایی که انگلیسی رو نمیفهمه ترجمه میکنم سیس.
Keep scrolling. This is 19-year-old Semih Çelik, and right now he's one of the most hated men in Turkey, if not the entire world. On October 4th, he was seen on this historic building in Istanbul, but he was not alone. He had his two 19-year-old female victims with him, and what he was doing on that building before jumping off and unaliving himself was to show off their deceased bodies. This is Ayşe Nur Halil, and this is Iqbal Uzuner. According to Turkish police, Iqbal's head was removed and Ayşe Nur's throat was... When it comes to the perpetrator, after he jumped, he passed away at the hospital. Before all this happened, Iqbal's mother got a call from her daughter, but instead it was this man telling her, come to this building because your daughter now rests in peace. I mean, can you imagine? She immediately recognized the voice on the phone as the man who had stalked her daughter for over 5 years, who had a history of mental health issues, and because of him, they had to take her out of school and enroll her in online education, and regardless of numerous complaints they filed against him, nothing was done. And now she arrived at the scene and can do nothing as she looks at the head of her daughter. There are apparently many videos of this that are very graphic and traumatizing, so if you do decide to look into this case, please be careful. He first unalived his ex-girlfriend Ayşe Nur at her home, and then unalived Iqbal at this building, and then took parts of them up with him and started throwing pieces of them off from the top. It's also very hard to hear anything on this case because there's a literal media ban on this case in Turkey. I mean, no news outlets are allowed to report on it, and they're just trying to make it disappear, which is why it's so important that we continue to talk about it. They don't want the voices of the women to be heard who are trying to demand justice and get better laws, so we have to do our part to help them. The perpetrator's father said that his son had undergone psychological treatment 5 times, disappeared 2 times, and tried unaliving himself before. Authorities also found drawings at his home of women who were torn apart and undressed. Apparently, he told people that this was his plan a year ago and nothing was done. In recent years, Turkey has made moves to lessen protection for women, and the government is ignoring cases like this one and trying to make sure the rest of the world doesn't know what's going on, and we cannot allow that to happen. Rest in peace to these poor women, and please share their stories so that something like this can never happen again.
ما واقعا بسیار زیاد جگرخون شدم قصرک شنیدم چون این بچه خودش تکلیف داشته، تکلیف منتال هلت روانی، بسیار تکلیف یعنی ایده خود اصلا نبوده، اصلا چند دفعه خودم میخواست از بین ببره، رسامیای بسیار خطرناک داشته. پدر مادر از این بچه خود از این بچه چند دفعه در جایی که برش کمک بگیرن برده، 2-3 دفعهش از اونجا گریخته، خود به کشتن برابر ساخته. یعنی امی پلانا و امی چیزا را 1 سال پیش گرفته بوده که امی کار در قضیه دخترها کنه. یکیش یک دختره که 5 سال در مکتب تعقیبش داشته، استاکش میکرده که مادر پدرش از مکتب رو کشیدن، آمده که از خانه درسش بخونه. و یکیش هم اکس گرلفرندش دوست دخترش بوده که یکیش در خانه کشته و یکیش هم دنی بیلدینگ کشته. باز توتای اردوش گرفته، دستش پایش هر جای از اردوش گرفته، اون بیلدینگ بالا رفته، از اون بیلدینگ خودم انداخته در شفاخانه، خودش از بین رفت، خودم مردار ساخت. 2 بیچاره دیگر هم از بین برد. واقعا بسیار یک ترسناک است، بسیار جگرخونی است. خدا هیچ کس نصیبش قسم نکنه، بسیار دردآور است. شما کوشش کنین امی استوری را لطفاً ریپوست کنین، شیر کنین که صدای از این بیچاره را از ترکیهش نمیتونن برای، به خاطر که گورنمنت خود ترکی نمیخواد که قصه از اینا تیج شه و جای دیگر در خبرها و یاز مخاطر نشان نمیده. سو اگر میخواین که ویدیو رو شریک بسازین، امتى که مرا خبر ساختین، این ویدیو رو شریک کنین، ریپوست کنین تا دیگه دوستا و دیگه کسان بفهمن درباره ایشان، که واقعا جای جگرخونی است. و کسایی که مرا تگ کردین، شما هم نظریاتتان رو در زیر نوشته کنین که کل ما بتونین کامنت هایتان رو بخونیم. اگر کدام چیز دیگه است درباره‌اش میخواین گپ بزنین، حتما شریک بسازین.